right, yo, what to do, everybody? It's your boy Mike, 1/5 of your host here today on The Final Whistle. This is episode 1. To my left, we have Terrence. Top right, we have Simon. Middle, we have Drew. Top left, we got Chris. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. Talk about them Colts. They Latenders, they legit.
Absolutely. I mean,
Hey,
who who says otherwise? You know,
I think they were legit.
Last weekend,
huh?
Danny Dimes. You know who made a guest appearance last weekend? Danny Dimes. Second appearance this season.
I mean, first and foremost, just not going based off of statistics itself. Let's go off of stats. Then Danny Dimes. Before that, I admit it. He didn't play his best against the Steelers, but then the previous 6 games he completed for almost like 200 yards and throwing. I mean, that's still good though. Average is still good.
But hasn't he also thrown multiple picks in every game y'all lost this year?
I mean, we only lost one. I mean, it's like you can't really
y'all lost two of them.
Aside from the Steelers.
I mean,
They win that game if it wasn't 5 turnovers.
6 actually.
Let's on the crew.
And how many did Danny Jones throw for?
Go throw flat.
Pretty sure it had like 3 picks,
if
3, 4 picks.
We were supposed to win that
And a
game.
bubble?
We were supposed to win that
That's the
game.
Steelers defense, y'all. They came to play.
Chris, you're supposed to win it, but how? They made Danny Jones go win that. Have to go win the game.
We literally had flags called back on AD. Side note, no shade, but I'm glad he is gone. I do wish him the best, but he was low key wasn't doing right for the Colts.
So who's gonna step in his role?
But let's also be honest. Let's also be honest too, though. Look at
let's be real. Let's be real though. I mean, if you really want to be real, like who's like mostly every receiver, because he really wasn't a WR1. He really wasn't a receiver one. Like he got in and got some playing time, or he'll get in depending on what type of package or what type of scheme they were going to run. But he really wasn't a receiver one. But the one time where he did start, look what happened.
But let's also add the fact that the Colts didn't even need to draft him at the time. Like you had Michael Pittman. You drafted who? Like Josh Downs the year before. You have Alec Pierce. Like that was just like an unnecessary draft whenever y'all took him.
I would say
I wouldn't even say that though. No, I wouldn't even say that though. Because I wouldn't even say that because when Adonai Mitchell played for Georgia, he was cold. Like I think he had almost 4 or 5 touchdowns a game. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. But that was probably on his worst day. He probably averaged around 2 or 3, and that's what
He would have had about 2 or 3 this season if he ain't dropped that bitch on the 1 yard line that cost y'all the game.
I admit that, But then when he after the championship with Georgia and when he went to Texas, he was literally one of the best receivers in the not only in that team but also in that conference.
Listen, bro, I agree on the old adage that you are what your records say you are. I give y'all credit. Y'all are 7-2. But I will say the 2 legitimate teams that are also Super Bowl contenders that y'all played, y'all lost to both of them. Y'all lost to the Rams and y'all lost to the Steelers. So when you sit here,
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna even say that
Steelers Super Bowl contenders, like legit Super Bowl contenders.
they could. I mean, why wouldn't they be?
I mean, okay, if that defense that we saw Sunday plays the rest of the season, yeah. But based off of what we've seen, I feel like that's a stretch.
And are we talking about the Steelers being Super Bowl contenders?
Side note, but yeah,
the same Steelers that gotta go against the Buffalo Bills.
The same Steelers that just beat the best team in the league. So if y'all are Super Bowl contenders and the Steelers just beat y'all, how are they not Super Bowl contenders?
They are.
They beat y'all bad.
But let's be.
A Super Bowl contending defense, man.
I mean, you know what they say: defense wins championships.
And Chris, the Colts haven't played anybody.
Danny Dimes is the shit.
I will say, with this trade with Sauce, the Colts defense, they were top rush defense before the trade. They already were top in the league in sacks before the trade. Like now, all of a sudden, you got a lockdown corner on one side of the field. That could change things a lot. But they did. They were top in the did allow some of the most touchdown passes.
And to
Before toss.
also add on top of that too, it's like basically out of the whole NFL team, we like literally like ranked 24th in defense, and that is
That's
and this
not
is
good.
let me add on this. Hold on,
That's not
hold
good.
on.
Where you get your facts from, Chris? NFL has y'all
But I
ranked
don't
like an
agree with
average
that.
defense. Y'all's run defense is top tier. Y'all's pass defense is ass right now. That they got y'all ranked in the middle.
Yes, pass
I don't
defense.
think the Colts defense.
You
is
know
that
what?
Yeah.
I'm throwing a flag on Chris for not knowing his own team stats.
Bro, how can we trust what you saying? Come on now.
Hold on. But hold on. But you didn't give me a chance to finish though. You didn't give me a chance to finish.
You was
We literally
wrong.
top 10. We top 10 when it comes to run stopping defense because of our D line, DeForest Buckner. You know, that's it. That's a solid. Our
Y'all
linebackers.
also are top in the league in amount of sacks right now. Y'all are upper quarter of it.
Let me
But
tell you this, Chris.
when it comes to pass defense, though, when it comes to pass defense,
Nah, brother.
we are on average. We not even we barely even reached the top 16.
I'm gonna keep it a band with you, brother. I 2 years ago we saw the Steelers go 11-1 and then crash and burn. I'm not saying y'all gonna do that, but y'all remind me of that because y'all team nobody really has experience in the playoffs too. So when y'all go, if y'all have to go into a Buffalo in a playoff game, I don't think y'all built for that. Just
And
being honest.
the two good defenses that Daniel Jones has faced all year, I'm not including the Broncos because that was their second game of the season. Every team's figuring this shit out second game of the season still. Daniel Jones struggled. Rams struggled. Multiple picks. Sacked multiple times too. Then this past game against Steelers, multiple turnovers. Multiple picks and a fumble and sacked multiple times. Daniel Jones can't face a good defense.
Hold on, but
Nah,
check this out though. Hold on, but just to also add on top of that though, you mentioned he struggled against the Rams, which is literally statistically proven to be one of that has the best passing defense.
And you're making my point. He's gonna be facing defenses like that in playoffs.
Okay,
You expect him to go win a game? Even if your defense allows 20 points on the game, 21.
First of all, let's kind of
You remember the pick he threw against Steelers where he threw it straight to the defender, right?
Let's correct this real quick. I mean, we literally almost won against the Rams if it wasn't for those two flags. That's
almost.
This ain't horseshoes, bro.
Almost don't count it. An L is an L and a W is a W.
Almost don't count. But just based off the game that we was looking at from Danny Dimes, he held his own.
Nah, Chris, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all don't even win because of Daniel Jones. The games that y'all win are because of your running back.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
And what happened Sunday? He got his ass shut down. And what happened to y'all? Y'all didn't do anything. And you got to understand that this is a copycat league. You know how many teams about to go watch this film that y'all just put on display Sunday and go replicate that same shit? We're going to find out about Daniel Jones on the back nine of the season. And if y'all start losing games, remember this conversation because I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot of teams that can be hot in the beginning of the season that tail off when it really matters. And I feel like y'all going to be one of them teams, bro, respectfully.
Didn't Danny Dimes make it to playoffs the Giants a couple of times and lose first round?
I'm pretty sure that
make it second round once.
No, I'm pretty sure
he once they lost.
Oh yeah, you're sure right. That was Odell's last season there, I believe too.
Danny Dimes had the Giants thinking he was a franchise quarterback too.
I don't trust him.
Just like he got the Colts thinking he's a franchise quarterback right now. Y'all about to be looking like the Giants, boy.
You know who else did this, Chris? Fucking Sam Darnold last year. He went 14-2, and what happened? In the playoffs, fucking fell apart. Y'all are I'm feeling like y'all trending that way, and I don't have. I mean, I can get where you coming from, but I gotta see it to believe it with y'all. I do not trust the Colts as good as y'all look.
Y'all need to put an APB out on Indiana Jones, bro, because that dude's missing right now.
Fact.
Needs to know Amberler or something.
The
It's
missing
my Amber
person.
Alert. You know, I know the Saints championship playoffs is
Bro, why
missing
you
right
bringing
now.
up the Saints when we talking about yo team? Don't try to change the
Hey,
topic because you
nah.
getting
Hey,
fried right
I
now.
just had to. I ain't gonna lie.
Chris just trying to move on because he knows his team ain't gonna
I
make a
just had to
Super
throw
Bowl.
that slug
You
out
know
there.
what, Chris? Hang on. No, you know what you sound like?
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
That's what I gotta say about you, Chris. And your argument.
Yeah, man.
Looking like Peyton Manning in his final year.
How many sounds do you
Let me
have?
ask you this though. Hold on, but just based off these stats that we looking at for right now. Um, so according to the Steelers game, the one that we lost, Daniel Jones literally only completed 342 passing yards.
How many
Only
picks did
that's
he throw?
Mind you. This is a team that has impeccable passing defense.
How many
I don't
picks
know
did he
about a
throw though?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
That's almost impeccable.
Steelers defense been ass all the way up until Sunday.
They got their groove back against y'all. The last 2 weeks they've been ass, and somehow they found a
No,
way to
I'm not
exploit
saying for
y'all.
this season though. I'm not saying for this season. I'm
But
talking
Not
about
right
as
Chris,
like their
away.
why did
reputation.
Daniel Jones have to throw for so many passing yards? Because he turned the ball over 5 times
All right.
or four
You're
times.
you're also telling me you had 2 receivers like all season for y'all. Y'all haven't had a 100-yard receiver. This past Sunday y'all had 2 and still lost.
I mean, I'm always say this for as long as I be a Coach fan. We need better O line.
And
We've
that's
been
y'all's strength.
that's our
Why didn't y'all
weakness.
trade for O line?
No, it is not. That's why
Our
Jonathan Taylor has as many touchdowns as he has. Y'all O
but
line
that's
is
only
y'all
for
strength.
we have good O line O line for running, but for passing we cannot like let's be real. Let's see how many sacks has the coach have since let's
Bro,
I'm
see.
gonna tell
just
you
looking
this,
at
Chris.
Daniel
Go
How
ahead.
Jones
many were in
make
that game?
reads and then like seeing his reaction after plays, bro, he looked exactly like he did when he was with the Giants. It didn't, that
Coach have
game looked no different. Like him going through his reads, not even looking where he's throwing the ball before he throws it. Who does he think he is? Matthew Stafford?
He looks like
Bro,
a system quarterback, and if the system gets exploited, which it could very well before the playoffs comes, y'all are gonna be in trouble. But I'm gonna tell you this: I know why you happy. It's because for the last like decade, y'all just had a Russian roulette of old ass people coming down and play quarterback from Matt Ryan to Philip Rivers. So y'all finally got somebody. You want to believe, and I don't blame you. But I feel like it's gonna be more the same for you, my boy. I just being honest with you.
don't
but
start
just
turning
but just
Colts
real quick
fans
though.
into
Just real
Cowboy
quick.
fans.
Just real quick though. So for this season alone, the Colts have allowed 14 sacks this season. Now, if we're looking at 2024, we allowed 32 sacks this season. And let's look
Have
if we
you,
looking at 2023,
8
8 of
we
those
have allowed
sacks from
42
this season
sacks.
came in 2 games, though. 8 of those sacks came in 2 games.
That part.
So you're
And
talking
Chris,
about 5 sacks over the other games for this season. He's hardly
I
been sacked.
I just want to point out 32 for a season isn't bad when you consider the fact that CJ Stroud got sacked like 65 times last year. Y'all offensive line is elite in all
But
aspects. That is
but
like
just
y'all have
And
the
you
best
also bring
offensive guard.
but to
you
kind of
also bring up
compliment
how many
this though,
times like Daniel Jones has been hit and that O line is trash. Like look how many times Andrew Luck was hit his entire career with the Colts. It took that man all the way until his last year before he decided to retire. Before he all decided to get that man an O line.
I just want to say this real quick, just for like a compliment. Like last season, CJ Stroud literally played against some championship contender teams. And I will
Y'all
say
play
this,
basically the same schedule. What you mean? Y'all in our division. Y'all play the
I
same
know,
teams.
I know. But y'all played with them when they was in like playoff contender teams. They not play are the teams now are not playoff contender teams.
So you saying your O line is trash? That don't make sense. That's
I've
like
been saying this I've been saying that since Andrew Luck retired.
Mike,
We have
no, no.
what NFL
I
teams have
get when
allowed a
Andrew Luck
least
was
amount of
there,
sacks?
but like now,
not
y'all
Andrew
O
Luck.
line is one of the best in the league.
Oh,
The
ours?
Colts, yes.
No.
Where are you getting this from?
I'm looking this based off of pure observation.
y'all don't lead the league in like giving up QB pressures or anything like that though.
This is pure
The
observing.
Ravens.
Y'all have
The
given
Ravens.
14 sacks and 8 of them came in 2 games, meaning that over the other what y'all played 9 games. So over the other like seven,
7 games.
y'all only gave up six sacks, meaning that y'all went one of those games without giving up one. Y'all O line is not trash. I don't know where you pulling this from.
Any team that has their quarterback get sacked once a game, bro, they're happy with that. You allow one sack every game, that's 16 sacks on the season.
So if we're
Even with
talking,
the 14, y'all don't average two a game for this season.
Well, I'm gonna be honest though. That sounds nice this
The
season, but
Broncos.
that may
if
be
we
true.
if we want to talk
But
about
from
the
the
team,
season before and the season before that, that's kind of it's kind of hard. It's
We
kind of
talking
hard.
about this season.
I
That
know.
shit don't matter.
I know. But
Respectfully.
I'm gonna still say
The
how it is,
Vikings.
man. We still need better O line. But even though we still good, even
I'm
though we
stopping you
still,
right there, Chris. I got
even
the
though
stats pulled up right now. So if we're going about which teams have allowed the fewest sacks, tied for first place, we got the Seahawks and Broncos. Third place, Packers at 11 sacks. Same with the Falcons, 11 sacks given up. Rams 13. Bears, Colts 14. Your team is in the top 10 for least amount of sacks this season.
Thank
And
you.
a lot of them happened.
And your
probably
quarterback's
in the
not even a
Steelers.
playmaker.
How
But
many
like I
happened
said,
in the Steelers game?
but this is
I
like
think
arguably
5.
one of
3
our
or
best
4?
years though. This is whatever. But so I'll say this though. Moving on to next season. If we can still be consistent on that,
Next
I'll take
season, we
that.
talking about y'all this season.
I
So
know. This season we're
Playoffs
good. This season we're good.
Now, you know what's going to happen next season?
next season.
The Colts are going to sign and commit money to Daniel Jones, and then y'all going to be stuck in the same situation the Giants were stuck in with Daniel Jones. That's
most
what's going to
definitely.
happen. Y'all going to be going into rebuild 5 years from now.
I want to also point out y'all have a new coach, so y'all whole system with Danny Dimes is new. Nobody really has film on y'all yet. Once that happens, we gonna see what's up with y'all.
We're gonna see. But
Like,
but I'm
if
gonna
you
just kind
think
of end it off with
Chiefs,
this. I'm gonna take my cake no matter how it's made.
Question
Mhm.
for you,
shit,
Chris. Question for you, Chris.
What's up?
January comes, and y'all
Mhm.
have to either go to KC or Buffalo to get to the Super Bowl. Y'all winning that game?
Which one?
either one. Eastern Conference Championship. You're in the Eastern Conference Championship.
Not the Chiefs
So,
game.
so this is so it's more so it's
That's
kind
a
of
yes or no
more
question. It's a
hold
yes
on,
or no
Yeah,
question.
let me
we
kind of
can
think
take the
about it from the
rings off.
perspective. So do it matter? So it all comes down to, do
Here's
I trust
exactly.
my defensive lineman or do I trust my O line?
Not, bro,
I'm
you
asking you about your whole team, all three facets of the
Do I
game.
trust my
Can y'all
defensive
beat it?
line? Do I
Can
trust my
y'all? No,
offensive
no, no,
line?
no. That's not what
No,
I
no, I
asked
get
you.
it.
Can
I
y'all
get
beat
you.
Kansas City or can y'all beat Buffalo when it counts? Because that's what it comes down to.
I'll say this. I think we could.
I don't think you don't
I
sound
think we
confident in that.
could. I think we could.
let me
I don't
remind
believe
you,
that.
the Chiefs defense when they're in playoffs, bro. The DC for the Chiefs be scheming shit up. He takes out the best player. So you can count on Jonathan Taylor not doing shit that game. Daniel Jones gonna have to go win a game. Oh, I don't see that happening, bro.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Because I know, if I'm not mistaken, we played the Seahawks, I think, on the week before the last. I think we played the Seahawks after the Texans. I say we beat the Seahawks, we may have a little
You
something
think the
something.
Seahawks are Super Bowl like material?
Absolutely.
Oh hell
You
no.
you yeah, you be thinking you think
I'm
different.
not
You
gonna
don't.
lie. He's not too crazy with that. I don't trust. I trust him more than the coach. I'll say
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I see NFC Championship at best for the Seahawks, but not. I see like at best they make it and they lose.
Yeah,
So I don't
I
see
will
them winning
also
that.
throw
I
in
mean, and they just picked. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to throw no shade, Mike. But then they just picked up Rashid Shaheed too.
Seahawks. Yeah, I don't really care. We can rebuild. We could trade everybody, and I won't care. As long as we
Yeah,
get a
boy.
team that can play next year, at least like put up a fight, I'm happy.
Y'all need a quarterback, Mike.
You just need to let
I
Alvin
mean,
Kamara go.
personally,
That's
like
just-
I may as well bring
Spencer-
Jameis Winston back.
Spencer Rattler wasn't the problem, in my opinion.
Everything
He
goes.
wasn't.
Like
He was
Spencer.
definitely he was part of the problem for sure though.
I would say Spencer
know
Rattler
Drew
was like
Brees.
one of the. He was one of the bright spots. Like on the team, he was like one of the highest graded quarterbacks. Like in the NFL right now, he was one of the highest graded.
Y'all also need another running back though. Kamara is old.
He's like
washed.
mid-tier actor.
Y'all got
I
y'all
mean-
in a rebuild. Just haven't accepted it.
I mean,
I'll say this, though.
Last couple
if
years.
Kamara's not washed. He just need a new home.
that man
That's
does not
Arch
want to be
Manning.
traded. But I will also
Nah, he
say,
wanna stay.
if the season ends today, the Chiefs are out of the playoffs. So, in the AFC, tied for first place, you got Colts, Patriots, and Broncos. Those three teams are all 7-2. Then 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, you got Steelers, Bills, Chargers, and Jags.
Mike, it's only like what week 10. We literally are at the halfway point of the season.
But I'm saying if it ended today,
And we, bro,
Yeah, I
we didn't
got
even
you,
bring
bro.
up the Patriots, Chris. You think the Colts could beat the Patriots, bro? Patriots, people already have film on Drake May.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Colts
don't
got-
know. I don't know.
Colts got it.
The Steelers. Because if you told me about it, because when you told me about, I don't know. Because even then,
No,
if you
are
was to
they
ask me,
contenders?
if you was to ask me if the Patriots come with the Steelers or the Bills, I would die on that hill and say yes. But I don't know.
Probably. I
Yeah,
believe in them
wow.
more than I believe y'all just at how they're winning.
Mhm.
Y'all are blowing teams out. I give y'all that, but like
Not
that
great ones
usually
either.
isn't a great formula. Y'all are beating bad teams like y'all should, but a team that isn't tested when it matters the most, that you've never been in that situation. Y'all got tested Sunday and y'all failed that bitch. Y'all flunked that test. Real shit.
That was
Hey,
a serious
sometimes you
test.
just got to study and retake it and pass.
You know what I'm saying? They barely beat the Falcons. The Falcons suck.
Y'all barely beat the
Steelers
Broncos.
was a real team.
And that was like second week of the year, bro. So the Broncos weren't even. You look at the Broncos now and look at what they were too. Like second week of the NFL, bro.
Y'all want
Completely
that
different
smoke?
team.
They got the Patriots.
I say this.
Chris,
Oh,
Like I said before. Like I said
He
before.
I don't know
doesn't
about
know.
that.
Like I said before. We'll wait until they play the Steelers, so we'll see how they do, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my honest answer.
Y'all lost to the Steelers. What's next?
I mean, not Steelers, the Seahawks. I'm
Alright.
sorry.
I mean, if we want to go ahead and shift the topic, we already mentioned the trades a few minutes ago, like with Shaheed being traded, Colts getting Sauce Gardner Johnson. No, it's just Sauce, whatever that man's last name
That's
is.
also going to add into it too.
Sauce Gardner
You know,
Johnson.
just
Selling.
what our defense, what our passing defense now has increased. You know, I feel like I want to say Sauce Gardner is washed. He's not washed.
Jets won
He
that
hasn't
trade.
had anything to play for, bro. I mean,
It was C.J. Gardner Johnson that I was thinking of.
Like worth playing for. I feel like Sauce is one of those people. He's got to be on a team that's got a shot to actually like see who he is.
No,
But I
man.
will say this though.
Sauce was good his rookie year and been getting cooked ever since. No bullshit. And y'all gave up 2 first rounders. The Jets are happy right now.
I mean, let's
All
see
right.
what they can do.
I think it's
I
gonna.
mean,
I
those
think
two
it's gonna
second
work for
rounds
the
are going
Colts
to be their
favor.
rebuild, or as part of their rebuild.
Yeah.
Let's also talk about
So-
Quentin Williams going to the Cowboys. I think that
I
was a
was gonna
terrible
say, I
trade.
Yeah, I think that was a better like Colts got a better deal than what the Cowboys got, honestly. But Cowboys did get something they
both of
need.
them.
I mean, y'all pretty
Both
much
of those
traded like
trades
one of the
don't do
picks
anything.
y'all got from Micah for an aging Quentin Williams.
Yeah, no, it was
I think
definitely
Quinn
not the
Williams
best
will be
possible
what
trade.
we thought Michael was gonna be. Like he's gonna be that franchise D lineman, dude.
I mean,
don't
dude.
Y'all, y'all should have kept Micah. That's what y'all should have did.
That's all
Drew,
on
I thought
Jerry,
it never
bro.
would have
Jerry,
had to do with you,
shut up.
bro. You're telling me that you would take an aging Quentin Williams, a 28-year-old defensive tackle for an up and rising star like Micah Parsons? You're
I
telling
think
me
his
this?
last All-Pro season was 2022.
I think Micah's older than him, right?
No.
Nah,
He's 26. They're the same age.
Williams is 28, I think.
Yeah, well, this is
I'm
28.
riding up
His
high hope.
last All-Pro season was 2022.
He'll be 28 in December, I think. Anyways,
Like, granted, y'all might get a D tackle that's like gonna be solid in the run, but like he's not gonna do anything against like passing. Like he's not gonna get sacks. He's not gonna get pressures anymore. Like he's getting up there, and production isn't showing for him anymore either.
He's an upgrade over what the Cowboys
I
had,
think
but
he'll
ultimately
fit.
Jerry just made news.
I'm
Yeah,
biased.
I mean the Cowboys, y'all not making the playoffs, bro. Y'all what 3-5-1. That
Yeah.
ship sailed when Jacoby Brissett came out there and put belt to ass.
Yeah, no, that Cardinals game, Cowboys had to win that to keep their season alive. And bro, Pickens, that game pissed me off. Pickens looked like he had no effort coming off the line. Bro, like, half the time I was like, what the fuck are you even doing? CeeDee Lamb, the ball be coming to him and he just waited for that shit every fucking time. That's one thing that bothers me with CD though. You get him in the playoffs or against a good defense, like people that are on their shit. I'm not saying the Cardinals are great defense, but he goes up against somebody that's really dialed in and they're attacking the ball. He typically is sitting there waiting on it to come. He does not attack it with an aggressive mindset typically. But,
I mean,
other
kind of
than
like what
that,
I've
he's
noticed.
solid.
Like, you talking about like CD in general?
Yeah,
I mean, he's kind of like
Like, he's
more
more
like your
taken after the catch.
like your catch and run, more of like your
Yeah.
deep threat. He's not really like your contested guy.
but like when it's your number one receiver and you gotta have a play that you gotta get the first down and you're well past the first down sticks, go attack the fucking ball when it's coming to you. Don't wait. Like you gotta know the situation. You gotta know, like you gotta just make the catch. Like, and who cares what you get afterwards? Like, yeah, no, I feel like he lacks that like mindset at times.
I will say
But
it's
then
kind of like,
Pickens, bro, just looks slow coming off the line. Like he looked like he did at the beginning of the season, like with the effort level.
George Pickens is like one of the most easiest receivers like to shut down. Like once you get in Pickens' head and like once you shoot his confidence, like it's bleeding out. He's done lost it for the game. He's done
Yeah.
for. He's not gonna be a factor for the rest of the game if you get him to lose his confidence early in the game.
I ain't gonna lie, George Pickens is balling out because his contract up. He trying to get that money. He trying to get that. Now I'm dead. He trying to get that bag at the end of the season. He
And
don't
this is
care
the
if
best
it's
quarterback he's played with
Cowboys,
yet.
good old boys, the Pep boys. He trying to get paid.
Yeah.
The Pep Boys. Do
He
everything
said
for
Christmas
that.
coming up soon.
Yeah.
And you think he got a good paycheck coming with Jerry too, probably. After
I mean,
everything
I don't
that
know.
happened.
Yeah, Jerry would probably be dumb enough to sign him to like a
No, yeah.
absurd amount of money.
I
But
see
y'all
Jerry
wouldn't
like
sign
sign him
Michael.
to a big deal. Yeah, no, I
It's
see
even-
Jerry sign him to a big deal and like living off his first round picks and making maybe one more dumb trade. And I see him taking it that route.
It's even more stupid. It's like y'all wouldn't pay Micah, but y'all traded for Williams and just picked up his absurdly large contract from the Jets.
Well, no. The Cowboys are going to pay Micah. Jerry's just so fucking old fashioned and didn't want to do it the modern way and go through an agent. And so that hurt his feelings. And then he said, fuck Micah. Like, Jerry was going to sign him. He was going to pay him more than what the Packers paid him.
No
But
bullshit.
just because like Micah wanted to do it like the right way, the way it's done nowadays, Jerry took offense to that.
I think the
But
main
don't
reason
George
why.
Pickens- you know, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure George Pickens has the same agent
Yeah,
that
same agent.
Michael Parsons has. So guess what,
Yeah.
Gary? You're gonna have to talk to that man sooner or later.
But the thing is, like Jerry, he really only like it's the franchise players that he like really cares about, like not going through the agent on. Or like other people, he'll work with the agent, but for the most part, if it's a franchise player, he doesn't want to go through the agent.
No, so I
That's
agree
dumb.
with you wholeheartedly, and I think you know that shit too. But you know, and I'm not a dictionary, but I'm pretty sure that's the definition of ass backwards when you think about it. Like,
Oh yeah.
franchise players you have the roughest negotiations with. That doesn't make sense. Like, and if you look at what Jerry is doing, like he's really just trying to make up for losing Michael when he could have just kept him. It's like, no, you don't do that shit.
He's
This
trying to put a
guy
Band-Aid on
represents-
cancer right now.
Yeah.
This guy represents everybody in the freaking league, dude. Jordan Love,
Nah.
Micah Parsons, Deshaun Watson, Jalen Ramsey, Buda Baker, C.J. Stroud.
Isn't it like that David Moga guy, whatever his last name
Yeah,
is?
he's one of the,
Justin
Hold up,
Fields.
veteran.
He's the one that got damn, what's the
hell?
old dude? What's the rapist name? Massage person.
Erling
Watson.
Cosby Watson.
Watson the bag,
Bro,
bro.
bro, that man can get any player in the bag at this point.
He got Mike in the bag too. He just was with another team.
This guy represents everybody.
Yeah.
Almost.
I mean, he's getting players in the bag, so I mean, who wouldn't want to hire him?
He is
Yeah, I
getting
would if I
players
was a hiring
bad.
player.
It is.
I should hire him
It's
to like
crazy how it's
negotiate.
all public
contract work.
too. Like every number is public. Yeah, down to the dollar. That's crazy.
Bro, imagine if like you could hire him to negotiate your work contract and how much you got paid at work. That'd be dope.
That would be crazy.
Unless Jerry your boss, you might get fired.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford him.
You could be working for the competitor 2 days later.
Gary gonna want to talk to your assistant manager. He gonna want to talk to you after work about your raise. He ain't gonna want to talk to your representation.
Facts.
To be honest, man, the Cowboys, we all know this. Y'all not gonna see another Super Bowl till y'all have a homegoing service for good old
Dude.
Jerry Jones.
I don't even know, like, I don't even know if I believe in his kids that much, bro. I kind of believe I'll never see a Super Bowl in my lifetime. Like, that's like the
I
expectations
think
I
we
have.
will. I think we will. I got high hopes.
Look at the Browns.
You
Look how
think-
long the Browns have been without a Super Bowl appearance.
That's fair.
Same with the Bills too. Well, I mean, Bills are like 0-4 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What was the '90s? What, like 30 years ago? That was
Cowboys dealt with them.
I mean,
Hey.
okay. But that was like in 1993.
I can't say anything. Yeah, hey, somebody brought it up. They said the Bills Super Bowls, '90s Bills Super Bowls. Hey, you gave me a chance to like talk about the bright spot of the Cowboys.
I guess if we've been technical, y'all been to the Super Bowl more recently than the Bills. That is a fact. But still, like,
That's that.
the Jim
But
Kelly.
yeah,
Super
no.
I mean, while we're talking about Super Bowls, let's get into the Super Bowl predictions. Who we got? AFC, NFC.
AFC, NFC.
The Chiefs.
Chris, you better say the Colts. All this shit you was just talking.
I'm
I'll
saying.
say this. We're doing championships, AFC championship. It's gonna be Colts and Chiefs.
No, we're doing Super Bowl.
Nah, we're doing Super
matchup.
Bowl.
Who represents
Super Bowl?
the AFC in the Super Bowl?
Colts,
Drew
Colts
said he
and
got Chiefs.
I got Colts.
I'm
I got Colts for the AFC.
Drew, you on Chiefs still?
And for the NFC,
I hate to say it.
I got Eagles. Eagles going back. Eagles going back.
I got Rams and Bills.
Damn, Simon. That's my exact pick. I got the Bills and the Rams going to the Super Bowl, bro.
I definitely got
If
the
it's not the
Bills.
Rams, it's the Lions.
I definitely got the Bills,
Rams
but
got that defense.
for the NFC, I absolutely hate who I'm gonna say, but I gotta mention it. I gotta go with the Bucks, dude. The way Baker
knew
Mayfield's
it.
been playing, dude.
Yes.
No Mike Evans, though.
Okay.
I mean, you
I
kind of
don't
don't
think
need
this-
Mike Evans no
Ain't
more.
gonna
You
lie.
got Ibuka,
Super Bowl's
dude.
kind of a stretch, though. Super Bowl's
Y'all
kind of a
haven't
stretch.
really
Come
won
back and
since
be-
Mike Evans got hurt, though. I mean, not y'all, but them, because I know you're not a Bucks fan.
They
You
got
probably
three
like
wide
us.
receiver ones though.
I say this though, Bucks is kind of a
but
stretch.
3 of
though.
those receiver ones have been out. What, 2 games? They haven't had their starting running back. Like Baker Mayfield been playing with the practice team, like practice squad, basically. And he won a couple of the games.
That's fire, dude.
I mean, Baker Mayfield had like going into that bye week. He had the Bucks 7-2, and coming off
Hey,
that bye
see,
week,
we
you're
were at
possibly
that
getting
Texans-
Bucky Irving back too.
Bucks game. You
That's
saw what
Colts
Bake did.
numbers, man.
Yeah, but when you keep winning one possession games, that shit catch up with you. Like, it's cool to be clutch, but when he gonna win them bitches by 2 touchdowns? And a lot of the teams he was in one possession games aren't great teams. Like, we aren't necessarily a world beater, and he was struggling with us.
But weren't the Chiefs kind of like that last year when they made it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but and what happened? They got their ass
They
whooped.
made it,
It catches up
but they
with
made
you.
it to the Super Bowl. They made
Yeah,
it to
the
the Super
Bucks
Bowl.
not. Yeah, the Bucks not doing that.
I mean,
I
let's
can see
be
Bucks
honest
making
though.
it to the championship, AFC NFC championship at best.
Baker Mayfield playing great, but he's not Pat Mahomes, and they don't have a Spagnola calling defense over there.
And they don't have Mike Evans.
I mean, let's
Yeah,
be
that's
honest
right.
though.
Still
Like
coming back from injury.
once we get like towards the end, of this, like closer to the end, whenever it gets playoff times, like more than likely you're gonna get your star players back. Like you're gonna get everybody who makes an impact back at the time that you need them.
I think Bill's been knocking on the door for a few years, and this is probably the most vulnerable KC has been. Like Mike just went through the shit. If the playoffs started today, KC wouldn't even be in there. So I think the Bills are my favorite to come out. This is like the year you got to get it done. And then for the NFC, I think the Eagles. I'm not saying the Super Bowl hangover, but it's tough to make their back to back. The Rams have championship like caliber players in that building. They've done it before. So like I can see them being consistent and solid on both sides. They're probably the most well-rounded team in the NFC too, like on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
I'll also say like for the AFC, I mean, I think the Patriots could also sneak in there too.
Oh yeah, like depending on how the seating works out, I could see Patriots Bills AFC Championship because Patriots are going to win their division, Bills are going to win their division, Chiefs won't win their division. They're
Patriots
gonna
and Bills
Wait. The Patriots and Bills can't win this. They can't both win their division.
Patriots and Bills are in the same division.
Damn, yeah.
You said the Patriots and the who can't win their division?
Patriots and Bills in the same division.
They're in the same division.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Regardless, Chiefs are going to be on the road because they're not going to win their division. You're going to have the Bills or the Patriots winning that division. Hopefully they get put on opposite sides of the bracket. But regardless, I think either one could beat the Chiefs because if Patriots keep doing what they're doing and come in second in their division, they'll get the home game over the Chiefs because they're going to have a better record.
Chiefs are AFC East or West, right?
AFC West.
Yeah, and that division is also very.
The Raiders.
Yeah,
Chargers.
With that division right now, like
Chargers and Broncos.
It's that division is like still up for anybody right now.
And we didn't even talk about this during the trade. The Chargers actually made a trade for an old lineman to help out.
Trevor Penning from the Saints, though. Trevor Penning's been arguably one of the worst. I wouldn't even say upgrade. Trevor Penning hasn't been good. That man's been a bust.
I'm gonna tell you my dark horse in the AFC might be Denver, bro, because Denver they have a great defense, and if they can be consistent on offense, they're gonna be tough to beat.
Do the Broncos and Patriots play each other regular season this year? That'd be a good game.
I don't think so, because I know that I know the AFC West played our division this year. So like we played every team in their division, and they played every team in ours. The only way that the Broncos and Patriots will play is if they finished like in the same seating in their division last year. So like if they both finished second or third in their division last year, they'll play each other. But I don't know. I honestly don't know how to schedule. Like I don't know off the top of my head.
All right. Yeah, no, I think the Rams got it though because, man, looking at the NFC, I don't trust the Eagles. Bucks, I would put them up there with the contender, and then I'd say Lions. Other than that, if the Packers can somehow figure it out, but they just lost their tight end, which is a crucial part to their offense.
Yeah, Tucker Kraft
that kind of takes them out of it, and they haven't been able to figure it out fully. Like they've been losing some weird games. Like they've been looking like the Cowboys like 2 years ago.
What they just lost to Carolina, like what the fuck?
Yeah. And then they tied with the Cowboys, like
Carolina 5-3 or some shit. So I ain't gonna disrespect them. Carolina been playing good too, but like
they won what?
Jordan Love is very up and down.
Facts. So like based out of those teams, Lions are pretty much the most consistent and proven out of it, besides the Rams. Rams already been to a Super Bowl and won. Then you got the Bucks, who I'd say are a little less proven than what the Lions are, and like less experienced. So it's Rams all day.
I think the NFC Championship is a rematch of the divisional playoff game last year, Rams and Eagles. Because I think the Eagles will fall apart, or not necessarily fall apart, but I think the Rams can get them this year.
The big
I
thing
think they're
is,
good enough to get there, though.
can they get the run
I was
game
having trouble
fixed?
with my
There's been
phone.
one run game, like one game, pretty much all season where the run game looked good. If the
Yeah,
like Eagles can't get that run game going, that makes them pretty scary. Like
I
I
mean, I
mean,
feel
like
like
but
the Eagles will get their
like
run game at
not
some
scary in a
point,
good
though.
way either.
I will also say, like,
Saquon,
if you're the Eagles, dude, you don't want to be in a shootout because, like, all you really have is Mitchell as your CB1. You keep the gene in the slot. You don't know what he can do outside yet. So, like, you're still missing that true outside corner two that can, take away your second option. If you get into a shootout, like, guarantee the Eagles are gonna lose that because you just gotta look. Oh, I'm not gonna throw it to Mitchell's side. You just gotta test the other dude and just make him have to make a play. And I guarantee you, whoever their other corner is just gotta keep getting beat.
They just traded for Derek Stingley. I don't think he's the fix either. Like I don't see him being the fix. And then with Jalen Carter's like how he's been this season,
You
who
said
knows if
Derek.
he's gonna get ejected?
You said
Derek
Derek
Stingley.
Stanley.
Jalen Carter.
no, you
Yeah,
said
Derek
who
Stingley.
trade?
Derek or not
Uh,
Derek Stingley. Man, he was with the Packers and then he went to the Ravens. They traded the Ravens. for
Jair
him.
Alexander.
Yeah, Jair
I'm about to say,
Alexander.
sir, don't
Because he's
put
with
that
the
out there.
yeah,
Hold on,
Stingley's still
brother.
with the Texans. Yeah, my
Hold
bad.
on,
My
brother.
bad.
My guy
Slow roll.
said. My guy said, y'all ain't
Yeah.
taking my cornerback one.
Nah, hell
Yeah,
no.
nah. He's balling over there right now. He's balling.
Don't even put that in the atmosphere, man. That man is staying
Yeah.
here.
Nah, yeah, Texans be dumb. Like they be smoking that crack pipe if they trade him for sure.
I mean, y'all they just paid Stingley the bag, so I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. But then again,
no.
never say
Will
never.
Will Anderson and Sting are staying.
Yeah. But nah, with Jalen Carter, bro, who knows if he's gonna be able to play the whole game? Bro's already been ejected out of 2 games this season. One of them before he even like played a snap.
That shit kind of stupid.
So you can't trust the Eagles, especially on defense.
Not just that, their defense lost a lot of pieces last year, and then
And their DC.
you was talking about the running game, and it's like shit. Saquon, I still don't think he's broken 100 yards this season.
He did it once. That game, the last game they played, 'cause they had a bye week last week. He balled out in fantasy. The one time that man,
Oh yeah,
finally put up
that was
points in
his first.
fantasy,
That was
bro.
his first time though.
Yeah, he finally put up some points in fantasy though. I won that week because of him.
It was
Bro,
the
I need him to do his
Giants
job.
the Giants game.
Yeah,
I will say also it's probably a big enough reason like why the Eagles are starting to lose is because teams finally have enough film on them to start replicating what other
they
teams are
also
doing against
lost
them.
their OC. They lost their OC and DC. They're both head coaches of NFL teams right now.
Yeah, their OC went to the
Cardinals.
Colts.
Or yeah, and then their DC went to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn? No.
Nah.
Nah,
Okay,
I can't remember his name.
This question.
Yeah, no, I can't remember his name. He locked up. He had a good. Him and the DC at the Cardinals. Though they had a good game plan for the Cowboys.
So Chris, you
No,
said
what-
Colts and Eagles.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get a little off topic real quick. But T, how you gonna feel if LSU gets Nick Saban out of retirement? Because he's in Louisiana as we speak.
That would never happen, though.
They have him
Say
in Baton
what?
Rouge, my guy.
That would never happen, though.
Yeah,
No,
I don't see him.
I'm gonna tell you this. I will be upset, but I can't be too upset. Here's the only reason: because he did win a championship in LSU first, so he has a legacy in LSU. Now, will I be heated? Absolutely. It's still Roll Tide all day, every day, baby. And it's gonna be hard to root against Nick Saban, but I mean, more power to him. But we'll see them when we see them.
I mean, what I've been seeing is like they got Nick Saban in Baton Rouge, but I've been seeing like all these LSU fans, like these sports guys, it's like it's like just shoot the Hail Mary, like get Nick Saban in there and make him tell you no.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not scared of this though. Nick Saban, number one, Nick Saban was never a fan of the transfer portal. He never liked that, so I don't see him coming back for that reason. And then after NIL got implemented, I definitely don't see him wanting to be a head coach in college because at that point, you might as well just go to the pros.
I think he
But
likes like where he's at. I don't see him coaching again.
I will say
I
though
say
with
this though.
With
The only
LSU
reason why
though,
Nick Saban would not go back to LSU for the simple fact is he already has, for starters, he don't have a whole stadium named after him, a whole stadium, and so not only has his legacy been built on winning almost like what 6 championships with Alabama,
Something like that.
not only has he sent almost like majority of each season play, he sent about majority of his players to the NFL. That would kind of like tarnish his legacy.
Now I tell you what, no, it wouldn't because he started there.
and
I
then
say
I
like
this.
still see him
Elliot,
going back to
you
coaching.
I'm
also
gonna tell you
gotta
this right now.
remember.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. It is he started there, but it's not how you started. It's how you ended. He ended amazing with Alabama.
Not
So
if
if
they
he was
throw his ass a bag.
Hawks
but if he
and
was to
Hawks.
go back to LSU, it's gonna be on some Bill Belichick thing, like where he left the Patriots to go
Shit.
to North Carolina, and that it may
If
sound like a stretch, but that's my fear.
I
But
think
hell
this
no,
this is what
Belichick
you
like him too.
this is what you're not considering
Bel-
with the LSU though. Do you not realize how much money LSU actually generates in? Do you know how much money these boosters have? They pretty much have got to the point where they ran the athletic director out of LSU.
okay, big question though. Do you think Belichick likes the X's and O's of football more than the money, or the money more than the X's and O's?
You
He
like
love
the
the
X's
X's
He
and
and O's.
O's. He
The
do that
only
Like
reason
shit
why
for
even
he
free.
left
Saban,
because of the X's and O's.
like I think
Hawks and
he got him a
Shane
spot where he wants to like develop and make his own thing. Like look at the Patriots. They rarely had top first, second round picks. A lot of the players they had that like became names, they drafted late. Like Belichick's known
Nah,
for drafting late round players.
I think we found out that it was Brady.
That too, but like even before that, like you never really heard of the Patriots like making big first round draft picks. They typically traded their first round pick. Like a lot of the players that Brady was throwing the ball to were late round draft picks. Like
Yeah, but
Belichick,
like after
Drew
Brady left,
Bledsoe.
that's kind of why he ended up getting
not a
fired
fact.
because he showed he can't really draft. And then this modern version of football, like I feel like Bill Belichick's time might have passed. Like the style of football that he plays is like too old and it doesn't fit this style anymore.
And then Nick
You tell
Saban,
that
I don't see
bullshit
Nick
alone.
Saban coming back either because I think Nick Saban truly just enjoys where he's at right now, just getting to be a football, just a lover of the game, just somebody that
Yeah.
enjoys the game, gets
And
to
he gets to
admire
be
the
on
X's
college
and
game
O's,
day.
gets to and gets to teach people, bro. I think he really enjoys like talking
Fucks
about the
around with
plays
Pat.
and like going over the X's and O's on college game day at times. Like I think you see him on the Pat McAfee show too, bro. That man be
Yes.
Yeah.
loving going on that show.
I was about to say I agree with everything you're saying, and I think that he loves fucking around with Pat McAfee.
That man's living his best
It's a
life.
really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I love baseball ever since I quit playing it. Like you just love it and respect it more once you hang up the cleats.
And if you Nick Saban, you really ain't got shit left to prove. Like you done did
He don't.
everything.
I mean, if him
True.
just going to LSU, if he go to LSU and let's just say worst case scenario, he don't make the championship playoff, but he did amazing in the mid season. That's just more of like a I still got it type of thing. It's like
He
I
ain't
still
even
got
got
my
to do
bragging
that
right.
shit. He the goat of
And they
college
say
football coaches, regardless of anything. So I don't think he needs to. Now they throw his ass $100 million for 5 years. I don't know who will really turn that shit down.
Nah, you still
But
gonna be here, Nick Saban, on college
But
game
see,
day, just going,
it's going to be hard for him to.
yeah.
See, I'll
shit.
say this: he'll probably turn it down, but it's definitely going to get in deep thought, or it's something that is going to have to it's something's going to have to change. 'Cause let's be real though, like the NIL in college football, because the main reason why he left was because of NIL, because of how strong it was. Now,
Became the NFL.
huh? Yeah,
It
basically became
became
the
the
NFL,
NFL.
If
basically.
I was if I was LSU, I'll go call Dabo Swinney and convince him to leave Clemson.
Nah,
I don't know,
I think
bro.
the
I
top
don't
two
trust
candidates
Dabo.
for LSU. It's gonna be either Lane Kiffin or Joe Brady. It's gonna be one of those
Lane
two.
Kiffin probably be a
I
good
can
match.
see that,
I'll tell you
but
this: Lane Kiffin probably be
I
a
go
good
get
match.
Dabo. Get Dabo out the
Dude,
ACC and put him in the SEC and see if
I
he
don't
really about
trust
that life.
Dabo, bro. Nah, see, that's too much of a risk. To
I'd
see
rather
if
have
he's
Joe
about
Brady
that.
come back.
But I will say this though. Dabo Swinney, the way LSU played, Dabo Swinney I could see him fit that.
That part.
I give him that.
And the bread
But
that they're going to spend, they got deeper pockets than Clemson does.
they do. But my biggest fear is Dabo Swinney don't like recruiting. Like he don't like recruit. Like well he don't like going to like transfer portals or like actually like recruiting. Like he just get new guys each season. Like from and he starts so every season is like it's like a rebuild stage for him.
That's what
Nah, I
this
think we're
shit
about to
is
see a
now,
lot
though.
I
of
mean,
like college
that's college
coaches phase out.
regardless.
I mean,
That's what it is now.
yes, that's true. That's true. But if your goal is trying to make it the playoffs each season, that's the wrong way to go.
That's what
Because
every
now
team is doing, though. That's what LSU is
What do
doing.
you
How are you going to get recruits if
LSU,
you're not like getting close, at least making playoffs or getting close to making playoffs? How do you expect
How
to
are you
get
gonna win
recruits?
a championship if
you
you're
said
not
what?
planning to make the playoffs?
You said say that one more time.
I said, how can you not focus on winning the championship if you ain't focused on winning the playoffs?
But that's the thing
Like
though. But that's the thing
that's
though.
the
Like,
next step to the
in order for
goal.
him to make the playoffs, he has to get playoff veteran players or players who know who probably experienced that, and niggas and people from that's like that he recruiting from like high school or is not it. I mean,
Didn't
I will
Dabo
say,
make it?
I will say we're gonna hit
it's an
Chris.
investment in the long it's an investment in the long run. But if he's trying to make it that season, I can't see it happening.
I also say we're
Dude,
gonna have
every
to.
college is. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I was
Mike.
gonna say we're gonna have to end it on Chris's statement.
Okay.
Go ahead and move on. We got a little far off topic, but since we're still on college, let's resume our conversation from last week. Is Arch Manning a fluke?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely so.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
As an OU fan, I will say he's not a fluke. If anything, John Maytier may be a fluke.
Ooh.
That's good.
I don't think
Coming from an
that.
OU fan, that's wild.
I think Manning's
I'm gonna say
closer
this.
to a fluke
I'm gonna
than
say this.
Mates
Bad.
I'm gonna say this. John Mater is I want to say he's a fluke, but he's very like people are really glazing him more than what people than his reality abilities. I'll say that.
I'll
I'm
say
not.
this:
I'm.
up until his
I'm done.
injury, like since his injury, he hasn't looked the same as what he did pre-injury.
That's true.
Like,
But he still ball out though. He'll ball out if need be.
I I don't know
We
if
needed
he's
him
a
to
fluke.
ball out at Old Miss. We needed him to ball out. Hell, more in Tennessee.
That part.
Needed him to ball out at Texas. Where were those games?
I'm gonna tell you
We
this.
won it, but we
I
beat
don't
the
know.
ass.
I don't know if Arch Manning is a fluke. I think time is to be told on that because I think he
yeah,
will stay maybe like 2, 3 years. I will say he did underperform this season though. All things considered on the expectations, like they had him as the leading Heisman candidate and had Texas as the favorites this year. And they didn't live up on any part of that. And he was definitely a reason for that and how he played early on in the season. So I wouldn't go as far as saying he's a fluke, but he definitely underperformed this year.
and he didn't have any help from his O line. The O line was worse than what Quinn Ewers had. I really don't think Steve Sarkisian has helped him at all with the play calling. Like some of the play calls, I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? This does not look anything like it did last year. Like and I didn't get to see his last week game. Thank you, Disney. Goddamn shitheads.
I
Uh,
tell you this though, like
Hey! If you did some
we're
Disney, do not post this on YouTube. We will get canceled.
Hey, yeah.
hey, do
hey,
it,
you
do
know
it.
that
Hey,
Yeah.
nah,
Um,
You know what?
this is
Nah, man, we ain't go
what
get
this is my
kids.
petition. This
I
is me
will
signing
say
the
this.
petition.
I will say this though, like we're saying all of this, but Texas is number 11 in the AP poll. Like so. All things considered, who knows how this season ends because they have been playing better as of late. You know, they played in overtime the last 2 games. That's not good,
Mhm.
but like If they get in the dance, they get in the dance. So
I think
I wouldn't say Arch Manning is a fluke, but I definitely think he got overhyped and there were too many expectations placed on him coming into this season.
I
And
will
he's
say,
not living
That,
up
that
to
is
it.
fact.
I will say
That is
also like
fact.
the Vanderbilt game was his best game. So going forward, we're gonna have to see if he's able to have another like great game like he did against Vanderbilt and just continue to build off those great games. If he has like a mediocre game or like an even like just an absolute atrocious performance, like that's when you just get back into like the fluke conversations. Like is he legit? Is he a fluke? Like those are just like the
Now,
type
you
of
bring up
games like you just have to continue to build off of.
You mentioned this a while back, Mike, about Archer's mechanics and just his footwork, like his technique. Nah, that's facts. Like he doesn't have the greatest technique or footwork.
Yeah, you can see
You
like
definitely expect that to be better coming from from the Manning family. You would expect it to be better.
yeah. You also like
But
turn on the film of Arch. Like he relies too much on his athleticism. Like don't get me wrong, it's
but
college. You can still get away with like being like a top athlete, just relying on your athleticism. But like at a point, once you get to like those top 5 teams, like that's not gonna work on a top 5 team. Like you're gonna have to beat them at every level of the game.
but I will say, what does like every like college quarterback do that comes into the NFL and has a shitty O line? Like they're running for their lives. They're not even processing the offense. They're more so just looking at, oh, when do I need to make a move and get out of this pocket? I know the pocket's going to collapse. I know somebody's going to be on me. Like they're already thinking about that, and I give Arch the benefit of the doubt like that of that because man, I'm not going to be thinking about technique, mechanics at that point. Like I'm going to be focused on like the line more so at that point.
I mean, that's
I
kind of
just
like
got
another thing. Like, that's a quarterback trait that you need to have because, like, every QB meeting that like I've been in, like, and heard, you have to have that clock, and you have to know, like, that at best you're gonna get 3 seconds. That O line's gonna hold
But
for
you don't
3 solid
get that with
seconds. You're gonna be untouched.
You don't even get that with you weren't getting that with the Texas low line for majority of the season so far, bro. Like they were underperforming, like they were bad.
Think we're gonna find a lot out about Art next season. This is the best competition he's ever faced too. Like in college, even in high school, he didn't go to like a big name high school, so he really didn't play anybody. So like all of this shit is kind of like new to him. So I
It's
will
new.
say, we crowned him too early. I think next season will be a better year for him. He'll have a year of experience under his belt. He'll
And it's
have gone through the gauntlet and everything. But this year, I don't see him really taking Texas too far.
I would say this
Um,
also to
no.
piggyback too. It's like you got to think about it. Quentin Ewers. I'll say this though. This is first and foremost, we didn't really give Quentin Ewers like the respect that he deserved what he did to Texas.
But
He
what did
brought
he
Texas
do?
Senior
back.
year,
Did
everybody
he
did
Yeah,
his
not? Did he
senior
not
year.
take? First of all, did he not take them to the national semifinal
he
championship?
also
Didn't
choked,
he also
bro.
beat
We had a
Bama
great
twice?
team.
What does that mean?
I mean, he
We had a
did
great
lose
team.
to Ohio State. But that's not the thing though. That's not the thing.
What did he
But
do though?
huh?
What did he do though?
He lost.
He was literally one of the leading pass rushers in that
Didn't he lose
season.
to Caleb Williams? Isn't he the quarterback that lost that big lead to Caleb Williams? Or no?
I
Mm-mm.
don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Like
But
2021, 22?
no, Quentin Ewers wasn't even playing at that in that year. Well, if he was like I don't think he was starting at that year.
But what I'm saying is like his best. It's kind of on some Johnny Manziel shit. Johnny Manziel got crowned just for beating Alabama. Like Quinn Ewers didn't really like. I'm not saying he was bad, but what did he really accomplish in Texas, bro? If we keeping it a
Uh,
buck,
I mean, if I'm being
but
honest, like before
he
Quinn, like
beat he
Texas
beat
wasn't
Ole
even
Miss.
competitive.
He beat Alabama.
I give y'all that. But like that's like giving a participation award at that point. Like it's no moral victories and shit in football.
I mean, kind of
Either
it
you
kind of
won or
is.
you didn't.
It kind of is
Look at
when you
the
go from the
look at the
Pac-12 to the
defense.
SEC, one of the biggest
Bro,
powerhouse conference in the
Oh, man, I
nation.
ain't trying to hear that shit, bro.
wasn't
Yes,
Texas known for not having a defense, bro? Now they're in the SEC. You look at
that
the
was literally
last two
ranked number
seasons.
one defense.
Look at the last two seasons of the Texas. They had they had good defenses. Look how many players got drafted into the NFL off their defense. Look how many offense players they had that got drafted. They just haven't been able to reload like Bama, Georgia, like those other great SEC teams. They haven't just been able to reload like they have. They don't have freshmen this year. They're just stepping up and like
but they've
balling out.
had every opportunity to do that though. So I don't like what we talking about.
But hold on though. Before we even get back to that, let me just kind of defend on Archie Manning though. But to add on top of that, they was just he rarely even got in the game unless there was potential schemes that they were running. 9 times out of 10 Wildcats. Um, the only
He could
time that he
start a
really
couple
did,
games.
I mean, he got two
I mean,
starts last year when Quinn was hurt, and you saw those 2 starts he balled out.
but
So
those,
that
but
was
those
kind of
two
like the
starts were really
expectation
good
going into
too.
this season.
That was
But
with
those two, but
trash
those two,
teams.
hold on. But those
I
two
will say
teams,
the play calling in those
one,
games
one
looked
was
different
UTEP,
than it has this season, though.
but one
Those
was
are
UTEP.
trash teams though.
That's a trash team. So I'm not even
Like
gonna
yeah,
give
you
it.
can't
I'm not
go
even
off of
gonna give.
that.
But look at the play calling that was done, though. I think Sark is just
Man,
as much as to blame this season as Arch is. Like the
no, I
play
think
calling was so different in those 2 games Arch played last season than it was
no,
now.
no, no. They played trash teams, and so he's going to whoop their ass. They would have won with damn near any quarterback at Texas playing those teams. It didn't matter the
But
play call. They
what
got
I'm saying though
exposed
is
this year.
the play calling then though, it was not this bland ass shit that Sark's been doing for majority of the season with Texas. Like watching some of the games, I'm just like, what is Sark even doing? There's very little motion. He's not scheming up to get any specific player open. Like he's not doing anything to help his quarterback. He knows the O line's not doing great. He's not helping them out at all. Like what has he really done to help Arch? Like the play calling with Quinn Ewers last year was a lot more, like a lot better than what it has been with Arch this season.
That's
I
kind of
think
like
it's.
going
I
back to
think it's
Quinn's
pretty
His
first
much
game
year
is
the
too.
still
same, man.
his game is still based off of Quinn Ewers' play style. Still, we
Yeah.
really haven't had a. He really hasn't really designed a whole offensive scheme. Which I'm not going to say he hasn't, because there are some plays today that he schemed up specifically for Archie Manning. Because I know for a fact that he added a couple schemes from the Wildcat to his main offensive play calls.
It's been
But
getting better.
it is getting better. But the whole reason why is because his whole play style was still on Quentin Ewers, because he's going still off the fact of what we did last year. It's like, all right, cool, Quentin Ewers, because Quentin Ewers is more of
So
a pocket passer than anything. So he designed.
question, do you think with this current team, if you put Quinn
Mhm.
Ewers in it, do you think they have the same record that they have currently, the same exact team that's here now, the same O line that's worse than what it had been with Quinn Ewers? Do you think they are 7-2 or better right now?
If we got all the people from previous season back to this
Nah,
season,
No,
no,
just
no.
Just
Quinn.
You
Quinn.
have Quinn Ewers with the current team.
oh no,
They're like
If
top
it's just if
for the
five.
it's
simple
just Quinn with
for
the
the simple fact that
current,
what made
I
Quentin also.
I think it's about the
Go ahead.
same, to be honest.
yeah, I
What do you want to
say
say,
they
Mike?
say the same. Like if they get Quinn for say Quinn stay for another year, I say that record still stays the same.
Because it's a few games where Arch Manning was throwing with like multiple interceptions. I don't see Quentin Ewers doing that. And one
That-
thing,
He
the
choked.
one thing that
He choked a couple of times. Big
I give you
game.
that, but the
So we
biggest
getting
difference
better?
is Quinn Ewers was like had been in college for what, like 4 years. Like he was far
Yeah.
more
I'm saying.
mature. That's why I'm saying like the story isn't written on Arch yet. Like next year, I
Yeah,
think he's
nah.
going to be that guy that we think he's supposed to be. But this year, he got crowned too early. That's why I'm not saying he's bad. I think we just got to watch him develop. But we got that like mentality of we need to see it now, and that's not really how that shit works. Specifically in the NIL era, they did. I'll give you that like they lost a lot of pieces. Like Golden, their best receiver, is in Green Bay now, so they got
Yep.
to retool. I give you that, but at the same time, that's not what we were saying going into the season. Like everybody
Hey,
had,
nah.
and that's what I'm
But then
saying. Like
also, oh my fault. Go ahead.
no, no, I'm just saying like it's gonna be more the same. You go ahead, bro.
But I'm also going to say too, to kind of add on to that, it's like, first of all, Quentin Ewers had weapons. My boy had Moore. My boy had who else? Who else? CJ Baxter. Like, he had weapons, and most of those weapons kind of left went pro. So now Archie Manning, his
He
weapons
got
are like,
nothing.
huh?
He got nothing.
He got nothing. It's a
He
rebuild.
got a BB gun, and everybody else got a shotgun.
Yeah, I think the majority. Majority of his weapons are like freshmen, sophomores, right?
Yeah, freshmen, sophomores, or people, or like freshmen that was probably 5-star from their high school who's starting. So his whole offensive power weapons are rebuilds.
Here's my only argument against that shit, bro. And real, just on some real shit. Like when it comes to college, bro, I hear what y'all saying, but sometimes it's just about if you are you that or are you not. Because we've seen people like Tim Tebow. You've also seen people like Cam Newton win national championships without any of that shit. So, like, at the end of the day, it comes down to who do you have calling the shots. And I'm not saying Arch can't be that, but he's not that right now. He's not great enough to where he can make up the difference. And some guys are. And that's all I'm saying. Like, Arch isn't that dude just yet. I'm not saying he can't be, but he's not that just yet.
No, this basically his freshman first varsity
He a rookie, bro.
season. Yeah,
He a
rookie.
rookie. And going back to what y'all was saying about last year, like he played well, but those teams were trash. Like, and so it's not a fair assessment for him to set those expectations for him to play that well because he's not going to do like last year. It wasn't like he was playing at LSU or Ohio State. He played a fucking UTEP. So like you can't watch that and then be like, oh, he's going to be the next great one. We had to wait to see it this year. And so far, he hasn't been that. I'm not saying he can't be, but he hasn't been that yet. And the time will tell. That's why I'm not saying he's a fluke, but like we need to see more from him too. Because like when it comes to those NFL scouts and shit, sometimes you have to be the guy that makes up the difference, regardless of who you're playing. Because if he gets drafted to a top team, he's not gonna have that shit. So like he got to show me that. I haven't seen that from him. I'm not so like when you talk about Texas as a team, I don't put that on him, but Arch hasn't played great as well either.
No, I get what you're saying because the talent across like college football is so spread out that if you just have somebody that's a dude and that overcomes a few differences in the game, you're gonna win.
Instead of
You're
throwing
gonna
an
be good.
interception, you know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't shown me he has like the clutch gene yet. And I'm not saying he doesn't. I just haven't seen it from him. Like we could even see that shit in the next few weeks coming up. So that's why I'm like, he's like his story is just now beginning. I don't even know if that shit really has begun. Because if they do retool like what y'all saying next year, he's gonna be a fucking problem.
Oh yeah,
But
like I feel like if you had him with last year's team, they're probably the same schedule they have now. They're probably one loss, if that.
I'll say this: come back next season, see how Archimani do. And
I think that'd be a better assessment. Now, if Arch look this way next year, he ain't
hell yeah.
that.
Okay. I can't defend.
Texas better be looking for a new quarterback at that point.
He better get ready. He better get ready to learn some.
But come on now,
Better learn that transfer portal.
We can't act like there wasn't people buying Arch Manning jerseys last year, and that was kind of ready for him to take Quentin Ewers' job last year and shit. And that's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
nah, bro, it's levels to this. And Quentin Ewers was way more seasoned and more mature in the role. And I think you got to give Arch that too. Give him some time. But if you don't see that by next year, nah, bro, he's just not that dude. And that's okay.
My only thing last year with Quinn Ewers is you already knew he was going to choke in the big moments. So I was like, let's go ahead and get Arch in this. Like, let's get Arch in here. We don't know if he's going to choke in the big moments like Ewers. Like, let's see what he's going to do. But that was last season, so.
I mean, you saw whenever they subbed Quinn out in the Georgia game, put Arch in. Arch didn't even do anything he did the same thing that Quinn was doing, choking.
Yeah. No, that is facts. Man, hold up. Did y'all see that this man Spada had
46 and 8.
Yeah, 90 with a 97 point something like true shooting percentage.
Yeah, that man balling, bro.
I'm also not gonna lie, we're also at time, so it is up to y'all if y'all want to continue these next two topics or if we want to save them for next week.
What we got? Basketball.
Yeah, we got
That's the
basketball. I mean, it's
said-
more. It's more of the same of what we talked about in the first half.
Just the basketball. I'm kind of down to save it next week. So we get into
Yeah,
this basketball, boy.
we give us
We're
more
gonna be on
time.
here
We'll
another
see more
minute,
this season.
man. Because I need to look at a couple more Rockets games because
Nah,
I'm on the
hey,
fence about the
man.
Rockets right now. Still,
On the fence.
I gotta watch more NBA games too. I haven't watched a single
On the
one.
fence. Bruh,
We got Lakers coming up right now. I
we
believe.
lost our first 2 games and ain't lost 6.
but y'all don't have a true point guard right now.
We're showing we don't need that shit.
And
I
okay,
mean,
and the
hey,
Pistons are so tall.
hey, this is good conversation for next week.
All right, all right.
All right,
See you
y'all.
then.
That is all for us. We will catch y'all next week.
All right.